Hello everybody, this is Sonia Clayton with the Stanford Latino Entrepreneur Program. Today we're going to be talking about scaling excellence. This is a class I'm currently taking under Professor Hagi Rao, and today we are going to be discussing cluster fogs. Welcome to my program. In order to clarify the concept of cluster fog, I will go ahead and refer to a simple explanation. Cluster fog is a vicious cycle that is made out of three key components: the illusion, impatience, incompetence. And once those three elements combine, most likely we are looking at an epic failure. Let me relate a story because it's a personal story. I used to work for the airline industry, and this is back in the year of 1994. And that is exactly the year where the carrier that I used to work for had contracted a brand new CEO. I became an in-flight recruiting manager for a global airline. I was responsible for hiring and staffing over 80 recently updated Boeing aircrafts, and we covered about 42 countries. Domestic and international routes were also part of this process that I was going to be working with. Traditionally, this carrier hired people from institutions of higher learning, and in public forums, we call those PRFs. We advertise in local TV, radio, and newspapers. And at that time, the applicants had two options. They could send the application via fax, or they could come and hand carry the application to us during the forums. The illusion of this particular scenario is based on the fact that because of the dynamics of the in-flight recruiting office and the rush to implement a new corporate image, remember we had a brand new CEO and everything was changing. We had to move very quickly in a fast-growing environment. The constant pressure to meet our staffing numbers and the extensive interviewing and testing processes made this effort an overwhelming task. We would work hard, long days, and it seemed like we'll never overcome the shortcomings as a department. The lack of patience from the previous managers had led to many resignations, leaving the department significantly short-handed. It was also the impatience factor. We have a brand new corporate management operation trying to push a new image and making this change happen very, very fast. As I became part of the operation, my first impulse was to automate the process by purchasing a resume management system. But the IT department had never considered or known of a resume management system. And those had been in the market for about 3 years at that point. The implementation was riddled with setbacks, increased costs due to incompetence, and the implementation was always failing. As the implementation was about to go down in flames, I was asked to take the lead position and report directly to the CEO. I took from our CEO's vision for the future and pretty much moved forward, becoming a little bit more technologically centric with emphasis in performance improvement. With the new vision, we were about to embark in some kind of success. But until the time I took over, I could visibly see these three components of a cluster fog. I could see the illusion that employees had and the assumptions that they made, the impatience and the lack of technology and the lack of knowledge, or the incompetence aspect of it. So the incompetence actually was probably the most difficult thing to deal with, because these individuals were very resistant to change and to bring new technologies. I hope you have been able to identify the key most important factors of a cluster fog in this presentation. We talk about illusion, we talk about incompetence, and we talked about impatience. Keep in mind that we encounter When we encounter these three issues, most likely we are looking at a possible epic failure. Thank you for keeping me company today in this presentation. We'll look forward to your comments.